Hello everyone. So I got a little range time today. Um, so because my Glock 43 has never been fired, I'm working on getting certain licenses, and so the 43 is exclusively pretty much for personal defense, concealed carry, that kind of thing. And so I didn't, depending upon the outcome, I didn't want to have to put a bunch of rounds through my brand new 43, um, in case I decided to sell it at some point. Um, but I did get some range time in with the Glock 17 Gen 2, and I rented a Glock 43. Now, the Glock 43 I rented was very much broken in, as most range guns would be. And It didn't have the +1 Pierce grip extension, of course. It didn't even have a Glock mag with it. So um, the last now, let me preface all this by saying I haven't fired a gun in 10 years. Yeah, and the last time I did it was a revolver 41 Smith and Wesson, and kicked like a mule and had a you know 1 foot um, fireball coming out of the end. But this is actually the first time I've fired a semi-auto handgun before. I've just fired um, revolvers. I do have the spent casings to prove it. Um, so fired with the 43 that they had. The sights were likely off, and they were not stock Glock sights. Now I wanted to do this because I wanted to get a feel for the 43. Um, I've heard it's snappy, which makes sense, given the length of the barrel. And yeah, it was. And well, let's take a look here at how badly I did. Now again, 10 years, 10 years, okay. So a lot of these are the 43, because I fired that the most, just so I could get, the feel for it. Funny enough, um, all of these bullseyes here, yeah, this these bullseyes here are they're with the Glock 17. No surprise. I fired at a variety of different ranges. Longer barrel, longer sight picture, heavier gun, greater accuracy. Funny enough, uh, I think I'm kind of like Malcolm Reynolds in this way. Um, in a actual combat situation, you may be in a position where you may only have one hand free, and so I like to train not only with two hands but with one. And these bullseyes here, yeah, that was using my Glock 17 with one hand. So apparently, I'm a better shot with one hand than I am with two, at least with the Glock 17 Gen 2. So yeah, these were just that's just terrible. But in this, I mean, come on, what was I even aiming at there? But yeah, most of these are from the 43. So don't even ask me about this down here. What is this? What the hell is that? That? Come on. So yeah, uh, I expected this to be a better shooter, easier to shoot, easier to aim uh, than a Glock 43. For every reason that I mentioned. Um, this was smoother, wasn't as snappy. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised with one hand I was able to do a bullseye. And I did fire it with the um, all metal um, laser sight. Didn't have a battery in it, so I wasn't using the laser. That's for next time. I just wanted to get the feel of it, see how it would affect the gun. And you know, you have a big weight here on the front of it, which is basically what that laser sight is. And it didn't affect it too much, from what I could tell, but there was some very minor change. 115 grain. Um, yeah, this is Ammo Incorporated. This is what they had at the range. I'm not going to spend $50, you know, on a single cartridge of, or a single, you know, thing of ammo. But got some time in. Did what little training I could with the 43. Theirs, of course, you know, theirs was set up differently than mine, so, you know, it's going to be one of those things where at some point I'm actually assuming everything is approved. I'm just going to have to go and shoot with mine so that I can get the feel for that one. You know, having less, having less, uh, I took the flashlight off. Having less space here, you know, on the grip definitely makes a difference. You know, it's like it's kind of a handicap, you know, and that's why the 43X, 48. That's why these are, and the Sig 365. That's why these are preferred to the 43, and that's why people get, you know, grip extensions and plus ones and that kind of thing. Because it just gives you more real estate, you know, something to hold on to. Now theirs had grip tape on it. I don't have that on mine. Um, you know, I'm not someone who is going to fire 50,000 rounds through a gun. That's just not me. Um, I might do 1,000, might do 2,000, but might do a few hundred. You know, it's just sometimes, you know, you're in a mood to do that, and you go and do it. Um, Most of the time I'm not. You know, it's for defensive purposes only, and the only reason I would go out and shoot more often is to train and that kind of thing. So yeah, it was fun. Um, I needed that. I needed that kind of, uh, you know, to get that memory back of what it's like. So yeah, I guess that's about it. But yeah, so and it's always expensive going to the range. You know, you have to buy ammo. If you're renting a gun, you have to rent a gun. It doesn't cost too much to rent a gun. I think it's like $10 where I went. Have to pay for the uh, range fee and all that stuff. You know, I envy people who have big properties and they can just go out to some part of their property, you know, and just shoot. I mean, if I could do that, I'd probably shoot more, you know. But living in an urban area, you can't do that. You know, you might hurt somebody, and you don't want to do that. That and it's illegal for just that reason. So yeah, but I was somewhat surprised, but very pleased with the performance of this. I've been, you know, uh, getting used to it. You know, um, uh, doing press checks, function checks. Oh yeah, I always forget this part. Yeah, it is empty. Um, but yeah, I've been doing all that kind of stuff with it to get used to it and to ensure that it didn't malfunction under, you know, different things. And I noticed there was an issue when I would when I would depress the trigger slowly, it wouldn't fire. And I was like, well, what's going on there? But you know, when I had it on the range, it performed flawlessly. So go Glock. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. One of these days, I'll take the camera into the range and you know, pop off some rounds to share it with you guys. So anyway, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and have a good one.